which is where this next update from Jacki Kelley with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is happening now.
My name is Jacki Kelley, PIO for the Jeffco Sheriff's Office. Thank you very much for coming to the briefing. Just to reiterate a couple of things, it was at 12:24 today that we received our first call from Evergreen High School. Do not know whether that was a teacher or a student saying that there was a shooting at the school. Very quickly thereafter, we received a lot of phone calls coming in from the school, which helped just tell us that this was not something small, it was something much bigger. All of us, everybody on duty, came rushing up here, as well as literally hundreds of law enforcement from across the metro area. And we're really, really grateful for their presence at the scene. It's really important that I reiterate the reunification center. Parents are still trying to get squared away with their kids. That is at Bergen Meadow Elementary, 1928 South Highwan Drive. The new bits of information that I have are that we have for sure 3 people who were transported to the hospital. One of those 3 is our shooter. They are all juveniles and all are critical right now. There may be a 4th person that was transported from a location in the area of where this happened. That could have been somebody who was running and fell. I don't know what that injury is. The school is clear. We use teams from all over the metro area to help do a sweep of that school, and that has been done. There is no active threat to the community or to our students anymore. A lot of work for us to do in the aftermath of this, because we have a lot of kids who witnessed, either heard it, saw it, have indicated they were shot at. So we have a lot of interviews we need to do with these kids, and this will it'll take a few hours for us to get that squared away. The school has over 900 students, so I think that's a good number for as many kids who were at school today. And that's what I have, so please feel free to ask questions.
Was the suspect shot?
Yes, 3 juveniles from that scene in Evergreen, at Evergreen High School, and then a 4th juvenile we heard was also transported, but I don't know what that injury is. It does sound like this incident occurred on school property, but potentially outside of the school.
So of the 3 at the school,
yes. One of the 3 that was transported is our shooter.
Do you know if the shooter was self-inflicted, or was he shot by law enforcement?
Say that
Was the shooter shot by law enforcement, or was it self-inflicted?
I can't confirm that. I can tell you that I don't believe law enforcement fired any rounds today. So we still need to learn exactly what happened to that suspect and why he is injured the way that he is.
Jacki, what can you tell us about what you know about the shooter? Obviously, you identified he's a juvenile. Was he a student? Was he a she? What do you know?
Great questions. I don't know whether this is male or female. I'll try to find that out. I can't believe I didn't have that for you. We believe that he is a student at Evergreen High School. He, she, because I really don't know if it's male.
So you said this happened on school property.
Yes.
So this didn't happen actually within the confines of the school itself? Or was it just on the grounds of the school?
It sounds like the shooting occurred on school grounds, but outside of the school. We're still trying to determine where our crime scenes are, and if we have any crime scenes within the school. We know we have crime scenes outside of the school on school property.
How was the law enforcement response so quick this time? Parents, everyone talking about how quickly you guys were able to muster all of the resources that you have from a variety of jurisdictions to get here. What was it about this case in this school that made it so easy to get everybody up here as fast as you did?
That's a great question. I think the reason that the response was so quick and so overwhelming is because we're law enforcement. Police and fire just show up. When you hear the words active shooter and you know that there's kids involved, we're coming. And a lot of people self-deployed, and we're grateful for it. There was a need to get here, and if there was going to be a continued active shooter, we were going to stop that threat.
Jacki, recognizing it's still very early, but have you requested search warrants for the suspected shooter's home? Are they being executed? Have they been granted? Anything you know about?
Great question about getting warrants for the suspect's home. We are going to be doing that. There is no question. We have probably the entire staff of our investigators, probably some other agencies as well, helping get us through the search warrant phase of this, the affidavits, the search warrants, and begin to try to piece together who, why, what, all of it. And we don't have those answers yet. Go ahead.
Sorry, do you know what kind of weapon the shooter used?
I don't know what kind of weapon it is. It's a handgun. That's what I heard.
Maybe you don't know. Do you know if the shots, any of them entered the school physically? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. That's part of what they're trying to assess at the scene is where are our crime scenes. And if we have multiple, we need to protect each of those.
Any letter, any communication, any manifesto to the Legion folks?
Not yet. Not yet.
Any reaction of the parents?
Reaction from the parents of
Of the people involved?
I'll tell you what, I mean, you've seen it as well as I have if you've been here today for any amount of time. This is the scariest thing you could ever think that could happen. And these parents were really frightened, and so were the kids. And I know we always say not again, and here we are. But as quickly as we can get parents unified with their kids, there's going to be a lot of relief for some families, most families.
Another message for the community?
A message for the community. There is no danger. No one needs to be locked down. That school has been swept, so now the hard work begins. We have to protect our crime scenes, and we have to put together a case. And we obviously want to know if we have one single shooter. Did other people know about this? Did other people help? So all the things that you look at in the aftermath.
Jackie, you said the call came in at 12:24. Any
Yep.
idea right now response time of those officers who are on scene?
Great question. Came in at 12:24. I couldn't tell you the time that the first person arrived on scene, but I would guess it was within a minute or two.
Any reason to believe that there may have been any other weapons besides a gun involved?
I don't know that. I don't know if this suspect had more than one weapon, but we will learn that.
And are you guys investigating any crime scenes that are not on school property?
Not that I know of. There'll be more. Those are crime scenes. So there'll be other scenes that we need to respond to and investigate. But I think it's just at the school, inside or out.
Anything you know at this point, Jackie, about weapon or weapons used, any explosives in his vehicle or vehicles, anything else you found on scene you can talk about?
Honestly, I don't know if our suspect is old enough to even drive. So all of this we'll learn once we know who this person is. We'll begin to dig into whether there was a vehicle there and get into his locker and go to his home. And again, I keep saying he, and I want to be very clear about this. I have no idea if this is a male or female suspect at this point. And I don't know if any of our victims are male or female either. So just bear with me.
Do you know if the shooting started inside the school or outside of it? Or still?
I don't know.
Jackie, how long was the school on lockdown and were any other schools on lockdown as well?
Another great question regarding lockdowns at the schools. I know Evergreen obviously went into lockdown because they had an active shooter. I would guess, and I'll find out for certain, that other schools in the area immediately went into a lockdown. Okay? Thank you all so much. We'll do it again when we have more information. I appreciate your patience.
That was Jacki Kelley, the Public Information Officer for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, giving her second update as we have just reached 3 o'clock in the afternoon here on a Wednesday. I want to bring you up to date as to what we know about a shooting at Evergreen High School. We do know that 3 people were transported to the hospital in critical condition. Another person was also transported to the hospital. Jackie wasn't sure what those injuries were or how that was related, if at all, to this incident. She did say that one of the 3 people who is in critical condition at St. Anthony's Hospital in Lakewood is the shooter. And another key point that she made, there is no danger to that community right now.
And absolutely, understandably, there are a lot of questions that are still unanswered. She even admitted that she doesn't quite know everything yet, but that this is going to be a very lengthy investigation. They do believe that the shooting happened on school property, not necessarily inside the school itself. She's not quite sure yet either on the genders and exact ages of these victims, but that's going to be part of the ongoing investigation. Really, when she was asked what's the message to the community right now, it's that there is no danger to that community. And she also added, now the hard work begins in terms of building their case and getting that investigation, which is going to include a lot of interviews. Yeah. She talked about the emotionality of about 900 students attend Evergreen Evergreen High School. Many of those students either saw the shooting or some, she said, were shot at. So you can imagine not only the emotions that they're carrying, but also having to relive that when they are questioned by investigators when they start building this case.
She also said that there are still parents who have students at Evergreen High School who are trying to be reunited with their students. We do know that that reunification location is Bergen Meadow Elementary School. That is